Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about a very interesting topic because I received a request. She's asking if we can develop something in the Excel to read how many files actually saved in these folders. For example, we have a retrieve file count folder 1. So in this folder, let's just say if we have several file has been saved in this, for example, Excel, can just copy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have 5 different files in this repository. If we can use another Excel instance, independent Excel instance to read 5, we want to get the number of 5. So it's more like reading a MAC data of this folder. So if I say show more option, going to the bottom, you can see there's a, like say the property. In this property, you can see there's a contained 5 files. She wants to read this kind of information. Definitely we can do that, but there's a little bit of workaround. So I think about using the Power Query. So today we're going to try that out. So let's just make this smaller, get back to the Excel. So this is the independent instance of a new Excel workbook. In this one, I'm gonna just go into the data. I'm pretending I'm getting a data from a folder. So from file, from folder. And that folder will be the one that I just mentioned to you guys by going to smaller, going to desktop, test. On this test, we are putting those 5 new different Excel workbook in this folder 1, right? So you just click this folder 1 and then click open. Once you have this, you can see we have 5 different files in the transform stage already. We need to transform the data. Interesting about this one is she's not caring about any of the content in each of the Excel workbook. She's only caring about how many files have been put into this folder. So all the content is not relevant. All we need to do is just insert an index column. It'll be the last one, but it starts from 0. So I want start from 1. Let's just close that. We click this one, click this little arrow down from 1. Once it's from 1, you can see there's a 5 over here. So index is telling you in this hierarchy, I'm going to count from 1, the row 1 to the row last. And each time I'm going to increment by 1 and start from 1. So that's why this 5 come up. Once you have this index, we can say going to the keep rows, you can do a lot of ways. We just say keep the top row or keep the bottom row. Since we are the index is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we want to keep the number 5. So we keep the bottom. And then this little window come up, say number of rows. We just need to keep 1 from the bottom. Then this 5 is come up. Then we right click on this column. We're going to say remove other columns, right? And now we have this one. Now we can just say drill down. Now that's the 5, right? Then we can go into this home tab. We say close and load to. Okay. Existing worksheet or new worksheet, we're just using existing worksheet as a table. That's fine. Location and let's just put over here. Let's just put over here. Okay. 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 Now I have this information. I already have count 5 is telling us there are 5 different files in this folder. Let's jump back to this folder. If we open that, you can see these 5 different documents, right? Let's just say if we delete this one. Now it's becoming 4. We're going to test this part. If we say refresh, it's becoming 4, right? So it's aligned with what we got over here. Now we're going to say, okay, if we can make this better by improving the performance. For example, if we go into data, get data from file, from folder, I want it to show us multiple things. For example, I want to have account for folder 1 and folder 2 display in that way. So you have a task folder. Under that, you have subfolder. Under subfolder, you have files. So we're going to read through that information. How should we do that? We're going to just try it out. So we jump back into the Power Query, just go into the data. You have this, I think, data connection. Yes. Then we're going to edit. Now it jumps us back to this Power Query. So that's the first one we got. We have all the transformation steps applied on the right-hand side. If we go into the view, advanced editors, can see it's reading the repository of this location for this one. So what if we do a thing to read another one, cancel that, then you can, let's just say, you can create a new query. For example, this one, this is the query we have. You can say duplicate. Once it's duplicate, we'll go into the source. We just need to change this to the folder 2. Click OK. Once this has been done, since there's no file in the folder 2, so we can just create someone. This time we create some random one, like say text. We have We have 8 items. We're going back to here. Just let this refresh. Now we have 8 file. If we're going to the index, it's keeping 8. Looks all good. Now we're going to load this back to close and load to. We're going to choose a different location, saying over here, right? Then okay. Now it's been loaded. You can see that. This is one thing we need to change the query name. So we're going back to edit. This time the query name is not the one I want. I just change this to 2. So it's aligned with what we got. Close and load. Okay, this is fine. You can rename this if we refresh that. See how it goes. Now the name has been aligned. We can drag this over here, delete this column. Okay. Let's just do a dynamic test. So for this 8 file in this folder, I'm gonna just delete until there's only 2 files. We refresh that 2 files. So everything has been aligned with what we got from the folder. So that's it. And hope you guys enjoy. See you guys in the next one.